What are you saving exactly? I found I had an answer, and it surprised me. Eventually, the tide turned at 2:51, the way the table on the wall had always said it would. Nothing announced it, but I'd watched these waters for 22 years, and I could read the slough through the gauge still running off the battery backup. The number stopped climbing, sat, and began by a hair to fall. The king tide had crested. Out past the levee, in the dark, minor slough was starting the long drop toward the low water, and every inch it fell brought the outside closer to the inside, closer to the moment the culvert through the bottom of the levee became what it was always built to be, a drain. The flood standing in the lower works wouldn't move on its own. The discharge flap gates would seal themselves shut against the falling water outside, and the water inside would sit exactly where it was, going nowhere until I cranked that gravity gate up by hand and gave it somewhere downhill to go. That was the only road out of here. The wheel, one arm, and whatever was waiting between me and it. I sat against the panel with my arm belted to my chest and did the math. Half an hour, maybe less, before the outside dropped below the inside and the wheel meant something. I thought about not going. I could stay on the platform. The water would hold just below the steel I sat on, and I could wait for the ebb to drop the road, wait for a boat, and maybe it would come in time. And maybe it wouldn't. It would have been the easier thing. And some part of me said, let it be the easier thing. What are you saving exactly? I found I had an answer, and it surprised me. I had not, at any point in 22 years, walked off a station while it was still drowning. I did not start tonight. Whatever was or wasn't waiting for me at home, the man who didn't leave the water was the one thing I'd ever been all the way through, and I was not going to sit on a platform with the one gate in the building still shut